you have to have the heart to fail.
Yeah.
My mom would say, I want you to get thrashed by the outside world. Because if I thrash you, I'm going to come and hug you in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But when an outside world thrashes you, and when you know that there's a friction and things are not normal with the person who thrashed you, is when you'll start learning. It'll go thicker into your skull. The real MBA happened in the stores I ran. And I still believe that we are, like we say, ghisa hua businessmen. That's where the real MBA happens. Failure comes. We stand up, we fall, we fail. So that pattern goes on. So you're so used to it, right, that you figure your way out, which is so important. Failures will only make you stronger. And you cannot shy away from that.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Ranveer Show with another mentor of mine, my big brother, Mr. Manish Chaudhary.
Thanks, Ranveer.
Bhai, so you've helped us grow our business a lot through everything that you've learned from business. Thank you for being on The Ranveer Show. So Manish Bhai is one of the 4 co-founders at Wow Skin Science. It's a crazy story if you actually look into it. It's a health and beauty brand that's completely disrupted the FMCG space. That's the fast-moving consumer goods space. If you want to make a very, very, very big business in India, if you want to make the most money in India, that's the domain you need to be in. So I just want to bring out Mr. Manish's story on The Ranveer Show today. The businessman Manish Chaudhary is actually known for 2 businesses. One's obviously Wow. The other one is this crazy story that you told me once. So you used to be a retailer, you used to basically like resell laptops for big companies.
Correct.
And you were also number 1 in the country at doing that. And then that business just crashed. That's what had led to your bankruptcy.
Correct.
So what had happened there?
So my younger brother and myself ran a family business. We say family business, but it was a joint venture between both of us, where we were wholesalers and retailers of computers in Bangalore. We turned out to be one of the largest retailers as well as one of the largest distributors in the country for the brand. So over a period, we built a great reputation.
Yeah.
But as time changes, even consumer behaviors changes.
Yeah.
So we were so overconfident and we said, hey, consumers are not going to go anywhere. It's going to be, they're going to come to our store. Even though if there's a giant comes, they're going to come. But no, consumer trends and way of buying completely changed.
Yeah.
It disrupted us internally. So 2 or 3 years was a real dark period of life. And looking back today, I'm so fortunate it happened to me at an early stage of my life. I always believe that you always learn the best from what mistakes you made. But it was a pretty hard failure for us because it impacted my family life. It impacted a lot of other things. It impacted even my reputation around.
But specifically from that entire phase, I'm sure you got a lot of business lessons. What's the one thing you took away from that and applied to Wow and made Wow one of the biggest businesses in the country today?
So the first part where we always believe is never underestimate anyone in business. You have to be very proactive. You have to be very agile.
Never underestimate your competition?
Competition, it could come from anywhere. Someone you might be laughing today and you might think is small could just overnight change how it is. So always be humble, always be very proactive, very vigilant, respect your competitors. You have to be very matured enough to understand that you will continuously have web failures. As a company and as a person, we have more failures in a day than we have successes in a day. But we look for that small window of opportunity in that day, which gives you a path of success.
Yeah.
And that maturity and understanding has to be very important.
So bro, you guys had like failed with that business and then there was this dark period. And then you got this intuition to set up Wow, to actually set up a company that would become a massive, giant company one day. What did you do at that point when you were at that ground zero? How did you take things up from there?
So with the internet, you always have the perk of getting data. And you have data which is of people searching, which is a no-brainer.
कि लोगों को क्या चाहिए अभी?
It's no-brainer. It's in the open. It's how well you read it.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest keywords which is most used in search words were health and beauty. And the other one was how to make money online. And we never wanted to get into a dark space of teaching people how to make money. It was health and beauty, and we know that eruption is going to happen in India. And it was a time when all the marketplaces were taking shape. Flipkart was maturing, Amazon was coming into the country. If you look through our products, what we have built have always had innovation and have had a very honest and a true customer story to them. And with data, we were able to track and understand there was a huge gap in what consumers were searching for.
Got it.
Look at today's data. Few years back, we didn't even know the right target audience who were buying our products. But today it is at the age band of 18 to 28. What does that TG show with data? It shows that young India is wanting to look and be healthy at a very young age. Which is so important on how consumer behavior in this country is changing.
So bro, with something like an FMCG product where you're creating a liquid first, then you have to figure packaging, then you have to figure how to package the whole product, then marketing, then actually selling the product, it's not an easy business at all. You're not an engineer, you're not even an MBA.
Correct.
How did you figure all this? Because all this is self-taught. 4 of you all have just taught yourself how to like create this business. What went on in your heads? How did you all figure, okay, that this is how you build an FMCG business?
So 4 of us have not been in this industry at all. It's more of today is of determination that you want to learn. You have to have the appetite of seeing a lot of failures, seeing a lot of rejections, is when you will find a path to understand where you can be successful. It's all about finding the right partnerships along the way who fill a puzzle for you to jigsaw it. And see, our strength is we always wanted to be different than others. I didn't want to be just another FMCG player. There's a reason for you to be another brand or a company. There has to be a reason. In today's competitive world, the only way you can be successful is being different. If you're going to be doing the same old thing and just changing the packaging around or changing the look and feel of it, consumers are smart. There's no reason for them to be loyal with you.
So basically, y'all are figuring a puzzle, filling that puzzle up,
correct,
putting out a product, and then tweaking it based on your customer feedback.
Exactly. So you're using data along the way what consumers are looking for.
So there's this whole concept of earlier oil used to be the hottest thing in the world. Like people wanted oil in order to make money. Now people want data in order to make money.
Correct.
So for an average 10th standard kid, can you just explain this whole concept? What is the big deal about data?
See, today data is so important. You can know what a customer's gender is, what his age is, what is his likes on what he likes to watch. It's so much of targeting on what a consumer you can do to. It's in simple ways, I know my customer more than before. So today data gives you so much of in-depth analysis on what you're looking for. See, today unfortunately the days of a gut feel is off the window. Because you got data. There's nothing called gut left. It's all data driven. There's the saying that, oh, this might work and that might work. You got something which can check back with you and tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
So now I would say the entrepreneurs India is going to grow in this era is going to be something which is going to be completely millennial.
Yeah. And for an average beginner, data is available on Google. You can just search for search terms. You can search for what's hot and build businesses out of that, or at least have some kind of idea. So bro, again, on a personal level, you're a millionaire who's on his path to becoming a billionaire with the WOW company, with the business, everything. What is your daily mentality like? Are you thinking of business problems or how to solve things like jugaad, all that? Are you thinking of long term? What's happening in your head?
Unfortunately, at this level, as you get more responsible to your customers, the jugaad goes off. Okay. So it's more of streamlining, organizing, building something which is futuristic and scalable.
Got it. Bro, and on the way up, you're climbing a mountain, you're trying to get to the top. But on the way up, now there's all this fancy stuff around you. You know, you're cashing in on all the hard work that you've done. Is all this distracting?
It is a big distraction. It is also one fear that it could be the reason also where we could trip.
Like, you know, where they say a boxer becomes soft after winning some championships. But
correct, but you have to have some motto every day morning that what's going to drive you. And you have to self-create and self-innovate on what you're going to do next month. It could be something different. It could be a different strategy.
Bro, but what is driving you right now in life? How have you not lost your bite?
One is the journey of innovation, which is our fulcrum of our business, continues.
Creativity?
With innovation comes creativity.
Got it.
And it's all about even going deep thought into what I can service a consumer more. So it goes into more of a challenge. It's an ego between. It's about how well you can do it and win your heart with the consumer. That's the challenge which we have. You could have 100 good reviews and 5 or 6 which the bad reviews come and spoil your day.
Yeah.
And you want to be determined that how do I improve that I get 100 on 100, which is not possible, but you have to aim for it. And that has been one driving force that everybody should have of complete satisfaction on what you do.
So you're obsessed with bettering yourself.
Exactly. And what more I can do better.
Yeah. And even with your products, you're obsessed with bettering the product. That's how WOW has become successful.
That's the challenge. And that's the only reason why we have a huge following and a huge loyalty base.
Yeah.
The objective of your company should always be the customer first.
Yeah.
And any suggestion or any pump to any new entrepreneur coming in is always keep your customers before anything else.
Now, financially, things are great. The business is doing fantastic. Bro, at night when you're sleeping, what's the last thought in your head, usually?
What's going to happen for tomorrow and how I'm going to be fixing it first starts with that. And also thank the day how well it went, if at all it went.
How are you balancing your relationship with all this? Your wife, how is that happening?
Family is definitely deprived of stuff, but they're also matured enough, at least at my wife's angle, on understanding that we're blessed with a great opportunity and I want to support through this journey. So it comes as time, though the attention of family is critical and we all need to learn how to have a balance, but it's very difficult to execute it.
And bhai, my final question to you is, when you see the youth of India today, do you feel that all of them have potential to become millionaires in their lifetimes?
I feel that, again, I say that whoever's coming now as entrepreneurs in this new age, it's going to be revolutionary. And the pace at what it's going to come is going to be faster than what the last 20 years was. It's a very exciting time. Look at the tools they have, the resources they have. None of the other conventional or incumbent companies had it what they have today. So the disruption and the pace of wealth creation will be much faster in today's era.
And what is step one for these guys?
Be very clear. Be clear on what you want to be doing. Be passionate about what you're building, and being truthful and honest.
And also maybe having some work X in that industry?
Not necessary. Today I wouldn't say it. Cost of failure if you're doing something online is much lesser than what you could do in the other world. So it's always good to keep trying and innovating, and it's an amazing era to be in.
Got it. Beautiful, bro. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thanks,
I hope you enjoyed the interview.
Lovely.
And again, guys, I'm going to link all of Manish Bhai's handles down below. Make sure you go and check them out. And Manish Bhai, one last one-liner for the audience.
Thank you for trusting us and keep buying our products for however long you want. We are listening to you and we take every good and bad feedback of yours very seriously.
Okay, that's a true businessman. Anyway, guys, until next time, from Ranveer and Manish Bhai, we'll see you later.